Hey guys, in today's video, me and my dad will be reviewing the first round of March Madness. So, yeah, make sure to drop a like and subscribe.
All right, I think
Okay,
we're going to start in the East, right, bud?
Yep.
We're going to go game by game real quick. Just talk a little bit about each one.
Okay, UConn Stetson, that was a blowout.
Oh, boy, yeah. Stetson couldn't hang with them, could they?
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about that.
No,
game
I think
much.
we all saw that coming.
Yeah. FAU Northwestern, that was a close game most of the game, but then at the end, Northwestern just started pulling away.
Who'd you have in that one?
I had FAU.
Ooh, in this bracket, I had Northwestern. Good pick. How about San Diego State and UAB? I think that was a pretty good game. I don't remember what the score was, but
it was 69-65. San Diego State won.
Yeah,
that was a close game. I wasn't expecting that to be a close game.
yeah. Remember San Diego State made the Final Four last year. That was
Who did they lose to?
FAU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting, right?
Yeah, and then FAU got blown out by UConn.
Yep, and they're all in the same little Sweet 16 pod up there. That's kind of funny. All right, after that we had major upset.
No,
This disrupted what my next I had another bracket where I picked Auburn to win it all. Bonehead move, as they got upset by Yale.
The Ivy League team get 2 upsets in a row. Because last year they got Princeton, number 15, beat number 2 Arizona.
Yep,
And now number 13 Yale beat number 4 Auburn.
yep. So Auburn, I thought after their run in the SEC tournament, they won that. I thought they were going to have a pretty good showing this year.
I mean, the SEC is like the second best basketball conference.
Yeah, they were pretty good this year. What about Duquesne coming up and beating BYU?
That was a little bit of some LeBron James magic.
Yeah, LeBron hyped them up for some reason, right? I don't know. Does he know the coach or something?
I don't really know. I didn't study that.
Yeah, well, Duquesne goes on, and they're going to play the Fighting Illini from Illinois.
I actually picked Duquesne to win that game.
Oh, you did? In
Yeah.
this bracket, I had BYU, but I had another one where Duquesne going to the Sweet 16, actually.
Then I have Duquesne in the Sweet 16.
Oh.
So Illinois and Morehead State, that was close at the beginning, and Morehead State was actually leading for like the first 10 minutes. Then Illinois was like,
They ran away with it.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. How about a good game with Washington State and Drake?
yep. In one of my brackets, I had Drake in the Sweet 16.
Oh, well, I guess there'll be no Hotline Bling this year, huh? As the Washington State came out on top of that one, and they go on to play the Big 12 champions, the Iowa State Cyclones.
Yeah, on this bracket, I had Washington State, though. Iowa State, South Dakota State. It was close. Well, no, it was not close. Then it was close. Then they would get the blowout. Oh,
Yeah.
say
Oh, special appearance by Quigley. And Quigley has a cone because he got neutered this week, and so we're just making sure he doesn't lick his surgery where he had surgery, so his sutures. Thanks for joining us, Quigley. What'd you think about that Iowa State game?
He licked. That
He
means
licked. That means it was
He
good.
liked it.
Yeah, it was a good game. All right, well that brings us to the end of the East bracket.
Oh, and I forgot to say, in my other bracket, I had South Dakota State beating Iowa State.
Yeah, that was a risky pick, huh?
Yep, didn't
Yeah.
pay off.
Didn't pay off this game.
North Carolina, Wagner, we're just going to get through that.
Yeah, this is the West region, so North Carolina had an easy win over Wagner.
Mississippi State, Michigan State. Don't count Michigan State out.
Tom Izzo in March. That guy knows what he's
A
doing.
lot of people in our bracket said Mississippi State would win.
In our pool, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
picked Michigan State.
Oh yeah, me too, of course. And what about this game? Big upset last night, huh? The 12-5, the dreaded 12-5, Grand Canyon over St. Mary's.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, I had that game I actually picked that in this bracket.
Grand Canyon, it just, I don't know how they won.
You know what surprised me?
Didn't they blow him out?
No, I think I forget what the score was, but they ended
they
up.
won by like 15, right?
I think so. The next game kind of surprised me because it was Alabama and Charleston. I actually picked Charleston to go to the Sweet 16. Bonehead move. I wasn't a believer in Alabama, but they came out strong and blew out Charleston last night.
Yep, I picked Alabama though.
Good.
I have Alabama in the Sweet 16.
Oh, nice. You know, one of the underdogs that I totally bought into, that everybody was hyping up, was New Mexico. And I picked them going to the Sweet 16, and Clemson just crushed them.
I had New Mexico winning that game in the bracket. Clemson won.
Oh, how about the Baylor Bears? Yeah, you have a strong connection with the Baylor Bears, don't you? Tell our watchers what that is.
So when I was 6, right?
Yeah, you were 6.
It was my first year in the pool, and I actually won the bracket because I picked Baylor to win, and everyone else picked Gonzaga to win, and Baylor won. So yeah, Baylor's one of my favorites.
Well, and they easily took care of Colgate.
Yeah, Colgate didn't have a chance to.
No, what about this game? There's a good game, Dayton and Nevada.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention that game, so you can talk.
Who'd you
about
pick?
it. I picked Dayton.
Yeah, and this one I had Dayton too, but I think I had another bracket I had Nevada. I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen there, but Dayton got by. But unfortunately for them, they now have a date with the Arizona Wildcats, which that's going to be a tough one.
In the first half, no, I thought Arizona would kill.
Long Beach State?
Yes, I thought it would be like 80 to like 50 or something. Arizona in the first half, it looked like Long Beach State was winning that game.
Yeah, it was a close game in the first half.
But then in the second half, Arizona just comes right on back.
Yeah, I bet Caleb loved that game. All right, that's for all my pun fans out there. Well, that does it on the left side of the bracket. Let's move to the right. In the South region at the top, we had Houston.
Longwood.
Oh, joke. Houston looked better than I thought.
Yeah, you thought they were out in the Sweet?
No, in this bracket, I have them to the Elite 8. But I just didn't... In no bracket I did this year did I pick Houston to win it. I just think they're overhyped.
Guys, I didn't even mean to, but I picked the number 1 and number 2 seeds in the Elite 8 in all of mine.
Yeah.
I didn't need to.
Yeah, but that's kind of
And
a
then
logical
I have,
choice.
And then I have the number 1 beating them. So I have 4 number 1s in the
Yeah,
four.
that could happen. I actually have 3 number 1s in mine, and then Marquette coming out of this region. So let's talk about Houston, who their second round matchup's going to be against.
Texas A&M.
Yep.
I had Nebraska winning that. It was close the whole game. Then Texas A&M just goes.
Yeah, we were watching that game for a bit because we heard a little bit of hype around the Japanese Steph Curry, right? Quigley, you want to be on camera? And Quigley's back. He's got a little recurring segment, I guess, with us. It's called "I'm Gonna Climb on You Guys Now." Texas A&M did end up winning in Nebraska, beating Nebraska. They move on to play Houston. Another upset last night. Another 12-5. James Madison.
Oh yeah, we bet on that game.
They beat Wisconsin.
I was in debt. $15 for him.
No, 10.
Oh yeah, 10.
And I gave him a double or nothing when it was like 49-40. James Madison was winning. I think that was the score. And I said, all right, I'm taking Wisconsin's going to come back. And I said, if they win, if Wisconsin comes back, you owe me double. It's double or nothing. You owe me now 20. But if James Madison ends up winning, your debt is cleared.
Now I can get a Reese the Fortnite skin because he's going to be the crew pack.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, James Madison beat Wisconsin. They go on to play the Duke Blue Devils in the second round.
What was the other game we bet on?
I don't remember right now. We'll probably remember as it comes up. And then Duke beat Vermont pretty easily, so they're going to go on and play James Madison.
I have Duke in the...
Sweet 16?
Let me see. Yeah.
Well, and then the next game was NC State. So I actually picked in my bracket here. I've got NC State going to the Sweet 16. I just thought they looked so strong coming out of the conference tournament, and they played a pretty tight game with Texas Tech, but then kind of pulled away near the end. Who'd you have in that one, O?
I had Texas Tech. Oh, that was the game we bet on.
Oh, we did? Okay.
I think. No.
Nothing like a good friendly wager between dad and son, right?
Yeah. I got in debt, $10. That.
Yeah, you were already in debt. Yeah, I don't know that I was ever going to see that money. All right, so how about this huge upset? Oakland over Kentucky. I definitely didn't see that coming. I don't think I had one bracket where I picked Oakland, but it was just like on a whim. I really thought Kentucky was going to be pretty good this year as the number 3 seed.
Oh yeah. I had Kentucky in the Sweet 16.
Well, in one of my brackets, I had Kentucky, I think, losing to Auburn in the championship. So you see how that bracket's working out for me.
In my other bracket, I have Kentucky in the Elite 8.
Oh, wow. Well, so Oakland goes on, and they're going to play NC State for a right to get to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, we know who's winning that.
And then we had Colorado in a great game against Florida, 102-100.
That is one of the highest scoring college basketball Madness games.
Yep.
102-100.
And remember, what's unique about Colorado? They have our very own J-Dub's brother, Cody Williams, is on Colorado. So we're kind of pulling for them.
Yeah, well,
so
I had Florida.
Well, I picked Florida too, but now I'm kind of rooting for them. Yeah. And so Colorado will go on to play Marquette.
Marquette, Western Kentucky. So in one of my brackets, I actually had 2 number 15 seeds. Neither of them worked out. Marquette beat Western Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a bold
But at least
pick.
I have, in my better bracket, I have Marquette in the Elite 8.
Yeah, I've actually got them going to the Final Four in this one right here. All right, that does it for the South region. Let's move to the Midwest region, where we start with Purdue over Grambling State.
Purdue.
Oh, somebody picked Purdue to win it all.
Oh, and then my other bracket.
Zach Edey, I think he had 30 points and 21 rebounds. That's insane.
Told you he would be good.
Yeah, so Purdue goes on to play Utah State in the second round. And they beat TCU pretty easily. I mean, it was a tight game for a while.
Yeah, and then that game was that.
Actually, I've got one of my brackets, not this one, but I've got a bracket where I picked Utah State in the Elite 8. It's kind of crazy, right? We'll see if that happens.
You have them beating Purdue?
Yes, I do. In the other bracket, not this one. And then, how about my Cinderella darling that I thought was going to the Sweet 16 in all 3 of my brackets, McNeese. They lost in the first round to Gonzaga, and really it wasn't very close, was it?
Let go, Gonzaga.
Yeah, the Zags. The Gonzaga Bulldogs, they took care of McNeese pretty easily. They now go on. It'll be a good matchup against the Kansas Jayhawks.
Speaking of the Kansas Jayhawks, they got the luckiest foul of all time.
Oh, yeah, Samford at the end, that was a clean block, and they called it a foul.
God, I'm going to show you the foul. I'm going to show you the foul right now. Right now, I'm going to show you the foul. What?
We're pausing to look for that, but as Owen is looking for that highlight, I'm going to move on to talk about the next game, which was Oregon and South Carolina. Oregon, strong showing coming out of the Pac-12. They won their tournament there. That's really the only reason they were in the NCAA tournament, but man, are they on a roll. They beat South Carolina. They go on now to play number 3 Creighton, who easily took care of Akron. And actually in my bracket here, I've got Oregon beating Creighton here. And so, we'll see if that happens. Creighton looked pretty strong. So we'll see what happens there. And in the last 2 matchups in this region and in the whole bracket, we had Texas, beating Colorado State. I think there was a close game for a while, right? I think for a little bit, but then unfortunately Texas won that one, and so they'll move on to play against the Tennessee Volunteers, who pretty easily beat St. Peter's.
Yep, no more Cinderella.
Well, they were a Cinderella last couple years ago, I think.
Oh, it didn't let us reverse it, so.
All right. Owen's going to show you.
Yeah,
Come over here and do a little talk track, Owen.
So here,
Hold on. I mean,
this is the Kansas game. So this guy, Kansas guy, is throwing it in to this guy. Okay, this guy got burned. Okay, I'm positive. So here he goes. Okay, he falls, and there we go. But watch this.
I'm going to show the replay.
So they called a foul. Okay, that might be the good call. Let's see the replay. Pause it right when it goes. Wait, no. What is that?
Oh, that was not a good call.
No, look, watch.
Oh yeah, they got robbed. So we don't know if they didn't call that foul, if Samford would have won, but
Probably because look.
it looked like it was definitely not a foul. So
Because after that, look what happened. So
all right.
he hit both of the free throws. Oh, wait.
Oh look, they kept showing that play, but anyway.
And then Samford shoots the free
Anyway, that's the replay we wanted to show you of the Kansas game. That'll bring us to the end of our first round review. But let's close by talking about who we got in our Final Four. I think we mentioned it, but why don't you tell us who you've got going to the championship and who you think's going to win it all?
So my Final Four: UConn, North Carolina, Houston, Purdue. I know. It's bad. And then in the championship, I have UConn, Purdue. Purdue wins.
Oh.
In my other bracket, I have UConn, Arizona, Kentucky, Purdue. I have UConn, Purdue again, but this time I have UConn.
Yep, and in my bracket here, I've got my Final Four are UConn, North Carolina, Marquette, and Purdue. I've got North Carolina taking on Purdue in the championship, with the Tar Heels of North Carolina taking the championship in 2024. Well, any closing remarks, Owen, before we close down our round one review?
Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Next week we will hopefully be doing the second round and the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, then the Final Four. And if we get to 50 subs, because of this series, I will live stream sports every time I can.
All right,
Okay?
guys. Hey, good luck with your brackets.